It's a huge haul, fellas, and I want you to start with you, Mike. You find out as the front office, right, insider, that you are going to lose your franchise quarterback for the year. What immediately are you doing in that front office?
Well, you're assessing your options, and fortunately for them, they drafted Mason Rudolph in the 3rd round a year ago. Do I have a quarterback for the future or not? And I'm going to use this season to make that evaluation of the quarterback, and if I do, then I have Roethlisberger, I have Rudolph moving forward. So that's what I'm going to do first. And then I'm going to look for, in the fall, at all my options moving forward.
For give up and rebuild. I mean, Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. Less than $2 million a year. Like, this is a move that they might look at and say, this guy's better than anybody. We could have used that for.
Ben Roethlisberger's season. That's a good way to say he's sort of old. So for many, again, this is going all in on Mason Rudolph without knowing very much about him, Greeny.
I want to echo what Graziano just said, to be honest with you. That at least is my...
Before Nick Foles went there, might have been the only distinguishable Jaguar. And he's the rare combination of bravado and the ability to back it up. Greeny, he has the 5th lowest completion percentage against him in the last 3 years in the league. So I will say this as well, it's gotten bad for Willie Taggart when, after their latest loss, his reason for optimism was they're going to be back at Doak Campbell and they have the mascots and the band there.
No. By the way, this was a program that 5 years ago was undefeated.
It's certainly been a fall for them.
You want to hire Willie Taggart to direct your program, $17 million buyout is available.
See, there you go. So there's some optimism there. There's also some optimism for some NFL quarterbacks. And because these are the young guys and you covered them extensively in their college careers, I want to start there. And I want to go in particular to Lamar Jackson, who had to answer for everyone that he didn't want to be a running back in the NFL. And he has made huge strides through his 2nd year. What do you make of what Lamar Jackson's doing? Vintage last year, he said he really wanted to work on his mechanics, and so far, they're paying dividends. How about Dak Prescott, right? Because he's about to become the highest paid quarterback in football. He's been about as perfect as you can through the first 2 games. The part about this segment is that it's over, so we offer no rebuttal to Mike Tannenbaum. We will end there. It's the Tannenbaums of the world that did this. Paul Feinbaum joining us to talk. His hands are up, Greeny.
To try to solve the problem.
It was really the NBA up to this point that had all the cachet. They had all the power. Now we're seeing some of those axes starting to tilt a little bit towards the NFL side, Greeny.
Yeah, I think that's...
Marcus Spears to talk a little bit of NFL with us. Big news around the NFL this week. And Orlovsky, I want to start with you because you've been named a starter before in the NFL, and you are now a rookie. I'm going to make you a rookie. Daniel Jones, named starter. You guys had the day off yesterday. You're walking back into the Giants' locker room today as the starter with Eli sitting there. How are you handling it?
Well, the easy thing is to be like, oh.
I was going to ask you about the Dolphins, but whatever. Daniel just said, yeah, okay, now my producer's
well, you know
saying
what?
that I can't ask you about the Dolphins.
Question.
But see, but let me ask you seriously, though, because you're talking, at least the Giants have some kind of bright spot to look forward to, like their future with Daniel Jones. If you're a Dolphins player and, like, you clearly see that your ownership doesn't care about winning, what's your mentality when you go into work every day?
I can speak to this one. Unfortunately, in my 12 years.
You need to have. Every day, you got to put on tape, like Dan said. Listen.
It worked out, went with the Rams, big pivotal for them and down the stretch. How about that? 0-16, 6-10. I mean,
like what?
Why? Why'd you have?
I wasn't going to throw the 0-16 out there, but you just said bad teams. Bad teams.
Yeah, games. You didn't have to go there, guys. This is on you now.
It's still funny.
This is on your hands.
No, well.
You threw you under the bus, Dan.
It's hard to make